When you look at your cat every single day, do you ever wonder if they actually know how much you love them? You buy them the best food, give them the softest beds, and try to cuddle them constantly. But here's the hard truth. Cats do not speak human. And if you are only showing love the human way, like forcing hugs or tight kisses, you might actually be stressing them out. Instead of building trust, completely missing the chance to bond with them on their level. Let's decode the exact daily habits you need to start right now. 1. The morning greeting ritual. In the wild, cats do not meow at each other. Meowing is a special language they invented just for us. But when wildcat colonies wake up and see their family members, they use a very specific sound. It is a short, high-pitched trill or a soft chirp. It is their ancient password for saying that they come in peace and are happy to see you. So, the first thing you need to do every morning is greet them their way. When you wake up and see your cat, do not just walk past them or reach down to grab them. Look at them and give them a soft, high-pitched hello, or try to mimic their little chirp. Having spent years observing feline behavior and helping owners connect with their pets, my experience has shown me that cats completely change their posture when you greet them vocally first, before initiating any physical touch. It tells them you respect their presence. Have you ever noticed your cat making a little vibrating sound in their throat when you walk into the room? That is them saying they love you, and they are waiting for you to say it back. 2. The bunting rule and scent mingling. Most of us want to pick up our cats and plant a big kiss right on their forehead. But to a cat, a giant creature grabbing them and putting their face against theirs is a polite endurance test, not a hug. Instead, let them claim you. Cats have hidden scent glands on their cheeks, their chin, and the base of their ears. When they walk up and gently bump their head against your hand or your leg, they are doing something called bunting. To show them love daily, offer your finger or hand and let them guide the pressure. Let them rub those specific spots against you. They are mixing their unique scent with yours. In their mind, they are weaving your smells together so the rest of the world knows you belong to each other. You are marking each other as family. If you let them take the lead on this physical touch every single day, their trust in you will multiply without them ever feeling trapped. 3. The daily slow blink exchange. Imagine you are a small hunter, but also potential prey to bigger animals. Staring directly at someone with wide open eyes means you are about to hunt or you are on high alert. This is why the slow blink is the ultimate feline love letter. Make it a daily habit. When your cat is resting across the room, catch their eye and then very slowly close your eyes. Keep them shut for a second and slowly open them. Cornell University's feline researchers have actually found that when a human initiates a slow blink, it physically lowers the cat's heart rate. It drops their guard completely. Have you caught your cat looking at you with heavy, half-closed eyes like they are about to fall asleep? They are not just tired, they are actively telling you they feel completely safe in your territory. When you reply with a slow blink, you are speaking their deepest language of trust. But trust is only the foundation, because to truly lock in that bond, you have to tap into their deepest, most ancient instincts hidden right inside your living room. 4. You have to master the daily hunt. This is not just dangling a string in front of their face while you scroll on your phone. To a cat, play is not a game, it is survival. It is how they build their confidence, often called their cat mojo by top feline behavior experts. When you bring out a wand toy and make the feathers act like a hiding mouse or a tired bug, you trigger a massive release of dopamine in your cat's brain. But here is the secret most owners miss. You have to do it at the exact same time every single day for just 10 minutes. Cats thrive on strict routines. When they know their big hunting session happens right after dinner every night, that predictability feels like a warm blanket of safety. Have you ever noticed your cat getting frustrated, biting your ankles, or getting hyperactive at random times? That is usually pent-up hunting energy with nowhere to go. And this brings us to a huge mistake people make with laser pointers. Using a laser might seem fun, but because they can never physically catch the red dot, it leaves their predatory loop wide open, causing deep psychological frustration over time. To show them you truly love them, use a physical toy they can grab, and always end the daily play session by giving them a high-value meat treat. You are helping them complete the ancient hunt, catch, kill, and eat rhythm. By providing that final food reward, you are literally chemically binding their brain's happiness directly to you. If you are finding these behavioral secrets helpful, can you please like this video and subscribe? It really helps us reach more owners so we can improve the lives of cats everywhere. 5. Grooming as maternal bonding. You might think brushing your cat is just about keeping fur off your couch, but to them, it is a deeply emotional experience. Think back to when they were a tiny kitten. Their mother would carefully groom their head, neck, and face to keep them clean and make them feel safe. As adults, Cats cannot easily reach the top of their own heads or the back of their necks with their rough tongues. When you take a soft brush and gently groom those specific areas every single day, you are stepping into that maternal role. You are taking care of the hard spots for them. My experience being around so many different pets has shown me that even the most nervous cats will completely relax when you stop forcing full body strokes and just focus on softly brushing their cheeks and chin. It shows them you understand their physical limits and want to care for them exactly like their mother did. Do you ever see your cat grooming themselves right after you pet them? They are actually tasting your scent and mixing it with theirs to keep the family bond strong. But what happens when you stop touching them altogether? It sounds crazy, but pulling away is actually the next crucial step. 6. Mastering the respectful retreat. This is the counterintuitive side of feline love that sounds completely crazy to us humans. When we love someone, we want to be close to them, talk to them, and hug them. But in the animal kingdom, and especially for cats, constant attention and eye contact create a lot of tension. Staring is what predators do before they attack. So, one of the most powerful ways to show your cat you love them every single day is actually by actively ignoring them and giving them space. Many owners think that if a cat leaves the room or wiggles out of a hug, they are annoyed or mad. But that is usually not true. Cats often engage in something called polite endurance. They will let you hold them or pet them for a little bit because they do not want to start a fight with you. But they are not actually enjoying it. They are just waiting for it to be over. If you watch their tail, you might see it start to flick back and forth. That is their polite way of saying they have had enough. When you immediately stop petting them and let them walk away the second they flick their tail, you are giving them the ultimate gift of respect. The American Association of Feline Practitioners actually highlights in their environmental guidelines that providing predictable spatial boundaries makes a cat feel completely secure. By letting them leave without chasing them, you prove that your hands are safe and that you will never trap them. Have you ever sat down on the couch, pulled out a book, and completely ignored your cat, only for them to suddenly walk over and jump right onto your lap? That is the respectful retreat in action. Because you removed all the social pressure and tension, you made the space safe enough for them to approach you on their own terms. Just existing in the same room as your cat, without touching them or talking to them, is known as passive proximity. To a cat, choosing to sleep near you while you are both doing your own thing is a massive, profound declaration of trust. You can also use the daily check-in glance to build this trust from afar. When you are walking through the house and see your cat resting on a chair, do not walk up and pet them. Just give them a soft, half-closed look from across the room, and then keep walking. It tells them you are watching over the territory and keeping them safe, but you are not hunting them and you do not demand their attention. My experience working with anxious animals has proven that when you start giving them this kind of respectful distance, they actually become much more affectionate and clingy because they know they are the ones in control of the interaction. But giving them space is only half of the environment they need to completely lock in their love and make them feel secure even when you are not there. You have to become the ultimate provider in a way that goes far beyond just filling a bowl. 7. The daily resource and scent connection. Anyone can dump dry kibble into a plastic bowl and walk away, but to a cat, that is just scavenging. If you want them to look at you as their true family and ultimate protector, you have to become the direct source of the highest value things in their life every single day. Make it a daily ritual to hand feed them a few pieces of their favorite treat or a little bit of their meal. When you offer food directly from your fingers, you are actively proving that you are the one bringing the hunt to them. It builds a bridge of absolute trust because they associate your hands with survival and joy instead of just grabbing or holding them. While you are building this trust, you also have to pay attention to where they feel the safest. Cats feel the most confident when they are up high. Have you ever noticed your cat sitting on top of the fridge or the highest shelf on their cat tree just watching the room? That is their vertical territory. When you walk by and see them up there, do not just ignore them. Stop, look up, and give them soft verbal praise or even toss them a treat. Acknowledging them when they are up high tells them that you respect their ownership of the shared space, making them feel like an equal partner in the house. But what happens when you have to leave for work? This is where the deepest emotional bond is tested. Cats actually perceive time differently than we do. They track how long you have been gone by how much your scent has faded from the air in the house. As your smell slowly disappears throughout the day, their anxiety can start to rise. So, before you walk out the front door, take a t-shirt or a sweater you have just worn and leave it right in their favorite sleeping spot. To a cat, your unique scent is an invisible hug. It wraps around them and tells them the territory is still completely safe, even when you are not physically there to protect it. If a cat loses these predictable daily routines of scent, space, and play, their entire world starts to crumble. A cat without a routine is a cat living in a constant state of low-level panic. When they do not know when the next hunt is happening or where their safe spaces are, that fear quickly turns into hiding under the bed, scratching the furniture, or even getting physically sick from the stress. They rely completely on you to be their daily clock and their security blanket. Start doing these 7 simple things today and watch how quickly their behavior changes. Because when you finally start speaking their language, they will start waiting for you, seeking you out, and looking at you with that slow, heavy blink of pure love. Subscribe to our channel so all of our videos will be available for your pet's life and care. And comment below to share the strange ways your own cat shows you affection.